How's it going, guys? So I wanted to do a quick bait review, and this is a bait that I was recently turned on to, and I'm glad that somebody told me about it because it is an awesome bait. And that is the Spro Flippin Frogs. So they come in a bunch of different colors. These are the three colors that I'm going to end up using for right now. I might get some other colors later, but I feel like in Florida there's three main colors bass are looking for. Something that looks like a shad, something white, and something black. So these are the baits that are the colors that I picked up, and looking forward to use them this weekend on headwaters. But yeah, so I've used the white extensively. So here's a grizzled ward veteran frog that I've been using. It's super durable. It's made of a TPE material, which if you know anything about TPE, it's super stretchy, super durable, almost self-healing in a way. I've punctured these legs with the hooks multiple times, and they don't seem to have any kind of tears or rips or anything. But yeah, the frog is great. It has a weighted hook now. The old ones used to have a hook that was molded into the body of the bait, and a lot of people complained about losing the weights after a while, so you had to like super glue them in to make sure that they didn't fall off. But yeah, it's all integrated into these dual gamakatsu hooks, which are super sticky. Probably some of the best hooks I've ever seen on a bait like this. There is a free swiveling eye up here, so it doesn't get caught on anything. It can articulate if it needs to fit better in the fish's mouth whenever you go to set the hook. Another thing is it has this little keel up here that keeps it lined up perfectly. So when you're reeling it in, it really reminds me of like a whopper plopper or something to that extent. But the main benefit is it's totally weedless because the hooks are on top of the water and they don't interact with anything. So yeah, it's I think it's based off the same design as the Spro Bronzeye, which is a great frog, and I'm glad they incorporated that design into this bait. But yeah, so the main way I fish it is I will throw it out there, plop it on the water. I actually let it sit for a couple seconds because I've caught a few fish on it already that just attacked it as soon as it hit the water, and so that's one great strategy. And then what I usually do is I'll reel it, 2 or 3 cranks on the reel, whatever that equates to in feet, usually less than 5 feet, and then I'll stop it and pause it, and then after a few seconds I'll twitch it. And usually when you twitch it, they will absolutely annihilate it. And I'll show some pictures of how hungry these bass can get for this frog. And I've never really had an issue with hookups. It actually embed itself really deep into some of the bonier parts of the bass's mouth. I've actually had to go in with my pliers a few times to get this frog out because it really sticks them deep. But yeah, the only problem I've had with this frog is, and I'm not going to take apart one of these new ones to show you, but on the hook you'll see there's a little black speck there, and what that used to be was there was a little plastic ring that went around the shank of this eyelet, and it had I guess some braid or line tied around it to keep it in place, and it's supposed to stay right here. And what that main purpose for that is to keep the rest of this eyelet from pulling the hook through the body of the frog. And after a while, that piece will just kind of, especially if you're catching fish, will just fall apart, and then you have basically what I have here now. So and so when you catch a fish, this thing gets all sorts of mangled up, and you have to take some time to basically reset the bait so it's usable again. But yeah, and this is what the hook looks like. As you see, there's that integrated weight So I think that was a vast improvement based on what I heard about the old design. So good on Spro for making it like that. But yeah, this is the Spro Essential Series Flappin' Frog.